Hello everyone, and welcome to the After Ever After podcast, the show where we take a look at Disney sequels to truly see what life is like after ever after. My name is Andy, and with me as always is James.
Hi! Oh my god, it's been so long!
I know, it's been a nice little break, but I'm glad to get back in the swing of it.
Yeah, I've missed it. It was nice to have a little bit of a break. But I've missed talking to you, I've missed reviewing, I've missed our wonderful audience of 3 people. But yeah, I've missed it. It's been I've been itching to get back into the seat. I couldn't be more excited because we're talking about, what are we talking about, Andy?
101 Dalmatians today. 2 Patch's London Adventure.
Patch's Revenge. Without the Santa Claus in the middle, we've got 2 dog films in a row.
So when we finished recording Lady and the Tramp 2, which was called Scamp's Adventure, and we did not like it at all. And then we looked at what was next, and it was a film called Patch's Adventure, or Patch and London Adventure. I think we both felt so drained. Just the idea of having to do another one of those quality movies.
As soon as it was like child of the main dog adventure or revenge or whatever, I was like, I don't want to do this at all.
On the flip side, I do love 101 Dalmatians, so I've got high hopes, but I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
I agree. I really like 101 Dalmatians. I think it's a lovely film, and I did rewatch it for this one because, as always, when I think that I've watched one, most likely I haven't, and I would say that this one is the one that I remembered the most, apart from a couple of parts.
We do like to, as always, before we jump into the film of the week, we like to look at the Disney films that weren't so lucky to continue. We like to go through all the Disney films in chronological order, so following Lady and the Tramp, before 101 Dalmatians, there was another film, so let's dive into what we like to call Before Ever Before.
The trains are going, and we're steaming past. What film are we steaming past?
Well, we've just left Lady and the Tramp, which obviously had the sequel. It had some comic books and nothing much. It had the live action remake, which was panned particularly badly,
horrendously.
It was terrible. I hated that movie. It was a Disney Plus launch title thing, and it was just no good. But following Lady and the Tramp, Disney made Sleeping Beauty, which is, I think it's a bit of a strange one in the Disney pantheon because it's kind of iconic, but then I feel like it's also the lesser talked about iconic princess movie compared to Cinderella and Snow White and stuff like that.
Well, it's I remember you and me talking about, was it on Cinderella, where we talked about the Disney princesses with the least amount of screen time.
Yes.
And number one is obviously Sleeping Beauty, because she's asleep. So what's she gonna do?
Yeah. I feel like she's probably the one as well where most people don't even know her name. I say most people. If I think a lot of people know her name, but if you had to ask people and there was one that they forgot the name of, it would probably be Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty.
I was about to be don't tell me what it is, because I wanted to see if I could get it, and I knew it began with an A, but I wouldn't have been able. I would never have got Aurora, honestly.
But I don't even. I may have seen it as a kid. I'd be happy to say I haven't seen it though, because even if I did see it as a kid, it would be in passing.
Yeah,
I want to watch it, but I just haven't got.
Yeah,
to it
same.
Yet.
Yeah, I think I'd like to watch it.
Sleeping Beauty never had any sequels, as we've discussed. It never had it's just a TV show or anything like that. The main way that this film continued is the Maleficent movies with Angelina Jolie, which are retellings of the movie from Maleficent's perspective, where it kind of it's she was actually good all along and all this stuff. So I think that character's kind of like shoved her way into the spotlight more than Sleeping Beauty herself. And those movies I don't care for them, but whatever. They must be popular enough to get like a sequel.
Was this before or after Wicked?
Before, after the musical, way after the musical.
Right, okay.
But before the Ariana Grande movie.
They were probably trying to capture some of the magic of like the Wicked stage show before that inevitably turned into a film.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were heavily inspired by it.
But no, I've not seen any of the Maleficent films. They did not interest me at all. So,
okay, so I have just quickly double checked. So the idea came from a meeting in 2003, and it was inspired by the recently released then Wicked musical. So you bang on the money.
I'm a genius.
I don't really remember much about these movies. Angelina Jolie's great in it. Like, she looks absolutely like copied from the cartoon and all this stuff, but I didn't really care for the entire story of like she was good all along or whatever. I don't even remember what the second one's about.
Proper little like anti-hero kind of Venom moment. Oh, Venom's not too bad. He's all right, actually. Just trying to redeem them, kind of thing.
It's like the spun universe of Disney. This in the Cruella movie, which I'm sure we'll talk about soon.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's got something to do with Sleeping Beauty, I think.
I don't know if there's any other villain movies that they're planning on making like these two, but yeah.
Oh, just leave them in the dust. Honestly, they're just not great, are they?
No, I will talk a bit more about Cruella shortly, but yeah. The only other ways Maleficent is continued, other than the only other way. See, I told you she's the spotlight character now. The only other ways Sleeping Beauty is continued, other than the Maleficent series, is the usual suspects of Kingdom Hearts, Disney Infinity, Disney Magic Kingdom, Disney Princess Games, stuff like that. But nothing very focused on Sleeping Beauty itself. And obviously the castle is a huge iconic thing of Disneyland, and like, is it the Disney logo or is it the Cinderella one? I don't know.
I thought it was the Cinderella one.
Cinderella, you're right. Cinderella Castle is the fairy tale castle at the center of the theme parks.
Oh, it does say it's inspired by
along with Sleeping
both
Beauty.
of them though. Yeah.
Oh well,
that's cool.
She's outshone by the villain and the inanimate castle in her own movie. Yeah, that was that one.
That was that one.
But on to this week's focus, which, before we get into the sequel, the first film, 101 Dalmatians, was the film that initially followed Sleeping Beauty.
Was that distracting? I'm sorry.
This came out in 1961. It's directed by some usual suspects of the Disney pantheon, Wolfgang Reifferman and Hamilton Luske and Clyde Geronimi. I've probably butchered his name.
Ooh.
Screenplay by Bill Peet. It's based on a book by Dodie Smith. The book was only released 5 years before this. So that's quite strangely contemporary for this movie to just be adapted on that recent a book.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would never have thought of that.
No, yeah, and it cost about like 3-4 million. This came at like we've definitely gone through this a few times. It seems like Disney at the time were like constantly in a state of like Schrodinger's Disney. Like they were in a state of either like living on top of the world or like a crisis at the studios on the verge of breaking down. And this was one of the latter ones because Sleeping Beauty didn't do so hot at the box office. They were losing a lot of money, and the animation department was at risk of closing.
Oh crap!
In hindsight, the idea of making a movie around 101 spotted dogs that animators would have to animate is insanely ambitious.
That's every single one of these dogs is going to move uniquely in all of this, and they're all going to be completely different, and all the spots are going to be completely different. This is going to be hard work, lads, but I think we got it.
So the only reason
that's crazy.
The only reason this film could possibly exist is they looked into new processes, which I'm sure we're going to talk about. They used something called Xerox photography to aid in animation, which transfers even drawings from animators directly to animation cells, so there's no like ink and process, and it saves a lot of time and money. One outcome of this, which is like a limitation, but I think it's amazing, they always have like the scratchy outlines, so it's not as quality.
Dude, it's one of my favorite parts of the film. How scratchy and how beautiful it looks.
I agree.
I love it.
But Disney didn't like it at the time, and it was very controversial on whether or not they'd keep doing this.
Yeah, well, what does he know?
But Chuck Jones, who you probably know the name of, he's like a famous animator, not at Disney, but he's done a lot of Looney Tunes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He thinks that Disney would have completed this film for half of what it would have cost if they didn't have this process. So it probably wouldn't have ever existed if they had to ink all of the spots and stuff.
God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and they saw that, like we said, they saw that as a trade-off with the scratchy look, but I loved it as well. I thought it looked absolutely beautiful.
Do you know what? I can understand it because every single film that's come before it has had, this beautiful, there's none of that scratchiness. So people, I can see why Disney would have been like, people are going to think this is a downgrade kind of thing. But I think it just gives the film so much more character.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Yeah, it just feels unique. Like, it feels like it stands out from all the other Disney films.
Well, just the only other thing with the animation is there's actually a quote here. So Ken Anderson is the name of the studio's art director at the time, and Disney hated this so much that he was like looking at like the style of it, and he said, yeah, you can fool around all you want to with it and stuff like that, like basically saying you can try it, but like he was quite dismissive of it. But there's a quote where apparently when the film was being made, he said, "We're never going to have one of these goddamn things again." And he said, my God, Ken's never going to be an art director again. And apparently they made peace like just before Walt Disney died, but yeah, he was not happy.
Oh my God. Again, what does Walt Disney know? Fucking loser.
But what did you think of 101 Dalmatians?
This film's fucking lovely, isn't it? It's really, really nice. I think there's a couple of scenes that and a couple of sections of the film that are a little bit too long. Mm-hmm. This is a short film, but God, it feels long. I don't think that's helped by the Twilight Bark. Because holy shit, it is the longest scene, and it's all. I remember you messaging because I hadn't seen it at the point, but I think you were watching our next film, and you said, "What is it with like Disney and thinking that kids love the military and stuff like that?"
Yes,
and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, surely there's nothing like that with 101 Dalmatians. No, this is like the most, like in the middle of it, you just get this hefty thud of just military jargon and all of this stuff, and it takes forever. That's my only complaint about it. It's so just like, shut up, stop. And I get that it was at that point, like in time where kids were so obsessed with like their dads or their granddads were in the military. We're post World War II by 20 years, 15 years, something like that. So they're obviously going to have that kind of thing and think that these people are heroes and they are like the coolest people and all of this. But goddamn, it took forever.
Yeah. It's I think you're probably right on the money with the reason why we get these Disney seems to have a fascination at this point of a fuddy-duddy silly old military man, and he's a bit goofy in that.
Kind of thing. Yeah,
you're probably right on the money on why we get that a lot. The Twilight Bark is so basically if you don't remember the film, it's basically a part where Pongo and Purdy have lost the puppies, they've been stolen, and that's the doggies, by the way.
The dogs.
and it has been. The humans have tried everything. The dogs are like, it's up to us now. So they go out and they do something called the Twilight Bark, which is they'll bark the message out. One dog will hear it. They'll pass it along and along and along. And it's this big chain for dogs. The scene lasts, and I wrote this down, 7 minutes and 53 seconds. And the scene is basically one dog going, "Woo, woo, 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 woo," and you see another dog listen. He goes, "Oh, I think I hear something." And then he'll then relay that, go, "Woo, woo, 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 woo." And you see like 8 minutes of dog after dog after dog just barking.
The worst, though, is when it gets to the end of that and it's the old dog and he's like, yeah, it's funny. He's like the colonel, and then you've got the cat who's like a...
Sergeant Tibbs.
Like a preppy... Yeah, who's like a preppy little, you know... He wants to be really helpful to his colonel and all of that.
Yeah.
But this fucking dog just can't hear for shit. And he keeps being like, oh, listen, poopies, or whatever he says. I can't remember. But it was...
Like,
oh, God. And then they go back and forth between the last dog and them. And it just feels like you saying that was 7 minutes. I'm surprised because I thought it was like 20 minutes of that. And it's the only thing that like really put me off the film, and I was just like, "Oh my God, this is taking forever."
It's
but yeah,
unbearable.
Yeah, I agree. Other than that, though, I think this is a fantastic film, and also Disney did not need to go so fucking hard with the intro. Holy shit.
Oh, like the opening credits.
One of the... Oh my God, it's one of the most beautiful... It reminded me of Fantasia 2000, the New York one. And I was absolutely, like, me and my partner were sat there watching it. I think my mouth, as soon as those spots started, like, going around and all of that, my mouth dropped. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's so
I loved
good.
it. Disney and the art director should not have been fighting. They should have been making out in the corner because that's fucking beautiful.
Oh, the music's so good as well for it, isn't it? Like, speaking of the Fantasia one, it is very...
all of it just goes so well.
Yeah. This is George Bruns, I believe it's pronounced, who's worked on a lot of Disney stuff around this point. So he's also done Jungle Book and Aristocats and stuff, and he's got this like very jazzy kind of style to the music he uses.
So good. What did you think about 101 Dalmatians?
I loved it as well. I've had the same issue with the Twilight Bark as you, but it didn't... I don't know why. It just I think I'm just used to it now, so it's like it rolls off my back a little bit more. But I kind of phase out during that scene. I really like the opening of the movie where it's Pongo the dog trying to be like a little matchmaker for his owner. It's such an adorable scene.
So cute. Yeah.
Him trying to figure out like what a human would like in a partner.
Yeah, he's talking about Roger and he's like, that's me, and that's my pet. It's so, like, obviously it's been done to death, like, further along, like, many years down the line. But, what a lovely and very fun and clever kind of setup for the film. Yeah, it's really nice.
I think Cruella is an insanely well done villain. Like, her animations, she's so flamboyant. Like, the design is amazing. The cigar, not cigar, but the cigarette and the little like kind of holder thing she's got with that poisonous green trail constantly following her is just fantastic.
Is that how you look at me when I vape?
Yeah, that is you. I don't understand why Anita would ever be friends with this woman. She's absolutely vile.
She is awful.
I do really like her performance is amazing. It's Betty Lou Gerson.
Absolutely sublime, genuinely.
She's up throughout the entire movie, just killer, literally and figuratively. But
yeah,
I really like. Obviously, there's the famous Cruella de Vil song, but part of that as well when she's in the house, like Roger's like really aggressively and angrily playing like saxophone and stamping his feet and stuff upstairs. Right?
He's proper like Cruella de Vil and stamping. It's so funny.
It's so silly and petty. But it obviously leads up to the part where he finally stands up to her and he's like, well, you're not getting a single pop. In fact, we're not selling any of them. And he's very stern and it's a really well animated bit where you can tell like it's the first time he's like had a spine against her properly. It's a really good bit.
Class. It's so good. I really like it. I couldn't remember if Pongo and can you remind me of the other dog's name?
Perdita.
What's the lady dog called?
Is it Perdita?
Perdita.
Yeah.
I feel like you're right. Yeah. Purdy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pongo and Purdy. I thought Purdy gave birth to 101 Dalmatians. I forgot that.
No.
The others. Yeah. So when they were counting up and they were like, it's 13, I was like, this is going to take forever. This has genuinely made me really want to read the books, by the way. Watching this film.
I imagine they're good.
So I think I'm going to get them. Yeah.
I love when the puppies are watching TV. Like, they're so cute, and like the one that keeps jumping up at it
is so adorable. The one that keeps going, Mama, I'm hungry.
Aptly called Rolly.
I think I said to my partner, I was like, that little dickhead needs to shut up.
But I really am, Mama. I loved him.
I really am, Mama.
I thought he was lovely.
It's just, I think the first couple of times I was like, that is adorable. And then he gets rescued, and then the first thing he says to his mum is, Mama, I'm hungry. Shut up. Go back to Cruella. Get skinned, idiot.
Cruella's got like such a vicious plot in this as well, speaking of which. The idea that she's like stealing all these puppies to skin them and make a coat is like insane.
I swear I like opened up a Reddit thing and it was like someone talking about Cruella and they were like, Cruella didn't actually do anything that bad. What are you talking about? She tried to skin some dogs. Are you kidding me? Like, genuinely, what are you on about? Yes, she's a monster.
She's probably one of the most vicious Disney villains. I don't know how to describe it, because like if you don't really care about animals, you probably think I sound like an idiot, but like it is just a needlessly cruel plot to have for her.
She is ruthless.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad she's ruthless. Like, I think it makes the film excellent, especially like her two cronies, which are hilarious.
Totally agree. Yeah, they are great.
The one that's like the skinny one, he's just always like watching TV and just like drunkenly shouting like, shut up at the tugs whenever they like bark. It's so funny.
There's definitely moments like when is it Patch that jumps up at the TV, or is it Lucky? I can't remember. But
I think it's
Patch.
It
really reminds me of The Simpsons. Get that cat out of the way!
Well, that's based on this, isn't it? That was Mr. Burns trying to steal the dogs.
Of course it is. I didn't even... Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Of course it is.
I also really love like just that middle bit of the Twilight Bark is like a little down bit, but I love the rescue of the dogs and like sneaking away, and they have to like make this pillage across the countryside in the snow.
And it's so long and arduous, and like it, you feel how tough it is for those dogs. And then they go into the shed and they get some milk from cows, which it's very strange that we like. When I saw that, I was like, "Ew, what?" And then I was like, "Hang on a second." That's exactly what we do.
You're like eating your cornflakes, like, those disgusting animals.
This is gross. But yeah, I thought that was really lovely that the cows did that for them, and they all got home okay.
There's some like really fun shots as well when they're escaping, and like they'll be hiding in a building, and you just hear Cruella's car like with the engine like, and she like just drives so slowly past looking at the building, and it's like, I love the animation and the sound on that. It's just great.
And the way that she's like peering out the window and like looking left and right. Oh, it's so well animated. And the way that they disguise themselves to look like Labradors is just, that's so fun. And what a unique idea. Like, I think that's great.
Is that the part where Pongo tells all the puppies to do blackface?
Anyway, this was After Ever After. I'm cancelled.
I get what you, no, I agree, and I think that because with the snow and that, and obviously like it's easy for it to get wiped off. It is funny.
I did not. I did not even think of it as blackface, but you are so right.
It's fine because the Labrador says it's okay.
They got a pass. It's fine.
By the way, that Labrador's amazing. And there's also what's that kind of dog called? Like Lassie dogs, you know, from the Lassie TV show.
Oh, the like a English Shepherd or whatever they're called.
Yeah, there's a dog like that which comes to them at a really arduous point. It's like, Pongo, come with me. I've got shelter and all this. And like, I just love like some of these little side character dogs that get like 2 minutes screen time.
Speaking of side character dogs, I love that we get to see all of the... I'm sad that we didn't get to see Lady and the Tramp, but we got to see Jock, and we got to see Peggy as well.
Yeah.
During the Twilight Bark, my least favourite part of the film, but that made up for it because they're adorable.
Yeah, that was very cute. Like, nice little cameo there.
Good film. This is a great film.
Banger. I think this might be my favourite Disney classic so far from what we've done. Soon to be usurped, but
yeah, I think I totally agree. I think it's absolutely wonderful and really, really lovely. Apart from the Twilight Bark, which can go to hell.
I do have like a couple of little bits of trivia for this. One's not even that interesting, but I just kind of it's just someone pissing off Disney, which I like. One
Amazing.
of them is just we talked about Cruella being like an absurdly evil character, but the author of the book, Dodie Smith, said that the idea came to her because she had a Dalmatian who had puppies. One of the dogs was actually called Pongo, and a friend came over and saw all the dogs and said those dogs would make a lovely fur coat. So she actually based it on someone in real life.
No way! Yeah. That's crazy.
Can you imagine being that friend as well, seeing her? She's released this entire book about like how much she hates you.
Anyway, this horrible evil woman walked in with a dirty poisoned cigarette and started talking about how she wanted to eat all of my dogs and turn them into a coat.
And the only other thing, again, the trivia itself's not fun, but I just kind of like how aggressive it gets. Someone called Bill Pete was working on it. He planned to have the puppies cheering more during the television scene, so he was writing the story and that. At a story meeting, Walt Disney commented that most children don't really show reactions when watching TV. They just kind of like watch it glazed eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he said like his grandson didn't even look away from the TV sometimes when he'd come to visit. So Bill Pete said maybe he didn't know who you were, commenting about Disney being an absentee father.
Oh my fucking god.
And Disney apparently did not like that.
That's ruthless. Absolutely roasted.
There is one other note that I'd like to just comment on, which is just how funny it is that Roger makes his money at the end of this movie based on a diss track that he's made of a real woman, Cruella de Vil. And like at the time it's released, she's like legally in the clear. She's not being proven guilty. Like they've investigated her, and it's like, nope, she's fine. And he's just released a diss track of her, and it's become number one.
This is the first instance of like a Drake and Kendrick beef.
It's so absurd.
I love it. Oh, what a great... Oh, good times. Good times.
So yeah, I guess it's time to jump into the sequel.
To the land of 2002, did we settle on it released?
Depending on who you ask, it's either 2002 or 2003. It looks like it was produced mostly in 2002, but the wide release was 2003. It must have got a minor release somewhere in 2002. Oh, fucking Japan got it in 2002 December, and now that's solidified it. As
and now that's the release date. Yeah,
that's mad. It says Japan got it digitally, which is absolutely not right. In 2002, I didn't get it on Netflix.
Digital. Yeah. Do you have stuff about the director and stuff?
No. Do you?
Oh, I do. It's this film is directed by Jim Camerud and Brian Smith. Now, Brian Smith, there's not too much that I could see about him. Maybe if I did a little bit more digging, I could find. But Jim Camerud has done a couple of other Disney bits and bobs before. So he worked as a story artist on a Goofy movie. He was one of the... he was a supervising animator on Space Jam, so obviously not Disney, but, you know, he does some animation stuff. He directed some sequences in Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World, which we will cover at some point. He was also director and character designer for Little Mermaid 2. Then he smashed out this bad boy as director, story writer, and screenplay person. And then he did a couple of others. So he did Tarzan 2 and Fox and the Hound 2 after that. And hasn't really done any more Disney stuff since then. So that shows you how they think of him. He also worked on Aristocrats 2, but that has been shelved. Probably in the... who was it? Was it Lasseter?
Lasseter's guillotine.
Yeah, Lasseter's guillotine struck again. And Aristocrats 2 got put in the fucking basket with all the other heads. So this film stars Bobby Lockwood, who plays Patch in this. So he's the main character. Then we've got...
notably, just with him, he's a kid. And you can tell the difference between this guy playing a kid when he's a kid and the last dog, Scamp, being an adult just putting a higher pitched voice on. I want to be wild and free. There's a difference.
Oh my god, yeah, you're so right. This guy's a lot better than fucking Scamp. After that, you've got Barry Bostwick, who plays the second main character in this, Thunderbolt.
Yes.
Which is weird because Pongo and how have I forgotten her name already?
Perdita.
Pongo and Perdita are... No, I wouldn't even say secondary characters in this. They're like tertiary characters. They're barely in it. Again, it's one of those films like Scamp's Revenge.
Yeah, it's like a Home Alone thing, so they're not around a lot.
Exactly. Other people of note, we've got Jason Alexander.
Woo!
Of Seinfeld fame. He's Martin Short.
Thunderbolt's sort of scrappy little sidekick.
Yeah, Little Lightning, that's his name. And we've got Martin Short, who plays a very eccentric art critic, would you say, or artist?
He's an artist. Yeah, he's actually the
painter. Yeah. Who else have we got? We've got Suzanne Blakesley.
Yes.
Who replaces
Betty Lou Gerson.
Sorry, I've forgotten her. Yeah. As Cruella, and does a phenomenal job. Yeah. I will say that.
Suzanne Blakesley,
and then
who we've already discussed, is doing a phenomenal job as Lady Tremaine in Cinderella 2 and 3.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, she's just the perfect evil voice actor kind of thing.
She's incredible.
It's great. She's so good. And then we have a gentleman called Tim Betnick. We have a gentleman called Tim Bentinick.
You okay over there?
I'm struggling to say this name. Bentink. So we have another gentleman, another actor called Tim Bentink. And his full name, Andrew. His full
we're
name.
Hear you say the name again.
No, his full name. We're going for the full name.
Okay.
Timothy Charles Robert Noel Bentinck, 12th Earl of Portland, Count Bentinck. He's an Earl of Portland in Australia.
What? Why is he?
That's his full legal name.
Who does he play?
Isn't that? I can't remember because it doesn't say it.
Roger.
He is. Oh, he's Roger.
He's barely in this. What's he doing?
I know. So why is this the 12th Earl of Portland of Australia playing this guy, and why is he shit?
Oh, I didn't think he was terrible. I just thought he was not
He
there.
doesn't sound anything like him.
Oh, no. You know what? I agree that if you watch these back-to-back, a lot of the voice actors don't sound exactly... Like, Pongo doesn't sound like the old one. Roger doesn't sound like the old one. I don't think it's necessarily a bad performance in my opinion, but the only one that... It feels seamless.
It's incredibly jarring.
The only one that feels seamless is Suzanne Blakesley.
Yes, it's like sublime.
You could trick me into thinking that it's just the same lady.
Agreed. Totally agree. So, other than that, we don't have a box office. But
it's a straight
Andy
DVD
did...
boy.
Yeah. Not even an estimate, though. Normally, there's like an estimate of how much this would have cost. And yeah, exactly. So, we can assume that this made nothing.
Or $101 billion.
Oh, very nice. And this released against... You were saying it released against Ang Lee's Hulk, didn't you?
No, I was joking.
Well, we'll cut that part out then. Oh, you bastard.
It came out in January 2003, so... the same month as films such as Kangaroo Jack.
Oh, hell yeah.
Darkness Falls by the director Jonathan Liebesman, whose name I recognize for some reason. Oh, he made Ninja Turtles.
Well,
we'll cut that. I don't want to be associated with knowing the director of Ninja Turtles. Final Destination 2 was also in this month. And then the month after we had Daredevil, Jungle Book 2. Daredevil, that's mad. Daredevil came out on February the 14th. They were really hoping that was going to be a romantic box office hit.
Everyone's going to want to watch this blind man and this woman with knives.
That gets killed immediately.
Go at it. Cool.
Oh, that's weird. I'm going to cut this bit. 101 Dalmatians came out on the 21st of January. So that also came out like 2 days before my birthday.
I'll
cut that bit so I don't dox myself.
Also, that I'm so sorry. That part's going to have to be cut to shit because I just rambled for so long because I barely prepped anything about this.
That's fine.
So sorry.
Oh, there's a movie that came out in that month with Matt Letcher, directed by Jeff Daniels. It's called Super Sucker. It looks awful.
Excuse me?
Jeff Daniels
Disgusting.
and Harvey Presnell are heads of two different door-to-door vacuum cleaner distributors, with salesmen competing for the same territory. Their rivalry becomes so fierce that the president of the manufacturer of the company, Mr. Suckerton, decides that for the good of the company, the town can only have one group of sales representatives. Desperate and always the underdog, Barlow suggests a winner-takes-all sales contest to determine the territory. Well behind Schneebelt from the start, Barlow's sales
What the fuck are you on about?
when he learns of
What's happening?
Excuse me. Barlow's sales surge when he learns of his wife's non-traditional use of the circular nap nipper, a homemaker's little helper, a long-forgotten vacuum attachment.
Let's talk about 102 Dalmatians.
100 what?
101 Dalmatians 2.
100 what? Super sucker.
Fuck off. Shut up.
That's so many.
Right, Andy, what did you think of this?
101 Dalmatians 2.
Yeah. Run us through it?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll give you a little plot synopsis. So the plot is basically comes right after the first one. The first one ends with Roger and Anita want to keep all the dogs that have come, the rescued dogs, the 101 Dalmatians, if you will. And based on his money that he's made from the diss track, he's like, we'll build a Dalmatian plantation. And this movie picks up on exactly that. They are building the Dalmatian plantation. The dogs are getting ready to move, as are the humans. The nanny's there, everyone's back. One of the dogs, Little Patch, one of the original Dalmatian pups, is starting to feel a bit lost with how many siblings he now has. He's starting to feel like one of a pack rather than one of a kind. And something I like about this movie, compared to Lady and the Tramp 2, that dog felt a bit whiny and he left a perfectly good home. And it was really frustrating throughout the entire movie, whereas here they have a Home Alone sort of scenario where one thing leads to another and Patch is accidentally left home and he feels like they don't even miss me, so whatever. And it does take them a while to figure that out because there are, 101 of them. So Patch goes on a little adventure where he goes around London. He meets the star of the TV show that all the dogs used to watch in the first one, called Thunderbolt, and they get up to little hijinks because Thunderbolt wants to prove that he is a real hero after he hears a rumor that he's going to be cut from the TV show. Meanwhile, Cruella de Vil is on probation and she is learning to adjust her little mental breakdown about Dalmatians in various ways, including meeting an artist who likes to draw spots.
Hell yeah.
I liked this more than I thought I would.
I fucking hated this.
Did you? Oh, man.
I thought this was awful.
Oh, wow. I didn't... Don't get me wrong. I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot more than I expected.
Oh, God. This was genuinely, for me, painful to watch.
Ooh. I
really did not like this at all. Nothing worked for me.
Whoa.
I thought it was shocking. We nearly turned it off.
What would we have done? We just cancelled the podcast.
Yeah, it was that. No, it was to the point that I was gonna say to my partner, like, you don't have to watch this. I'll watch the rest of it.
This is my burden to bear.
Because we watched 101 and then we watched this.
Yeah.
And fuck me, I really did not enjoy it at all.
Oh my god.
I stopped writing notes and I got really frustrated with it. There's parts that I liked, but I think I really I fucking hated it.
Man,
it's crazy.
I'm a little bit shocked.
Are you?
I didn't expect you to love it, but I didn't expect you to hate it. I just thought it was just like, this is a nothing film. It's just like, I think it's charming enough. It started on a really good foot for me because it has the animated opening credits and it felt like they were really trying to do something creative, and it also has and I was absolutely fucking shocked at this. I literally shouted, "Wow," when it started. They try their best to keep the little hand-drawn, scratchy look to the animation, and I did not expect that at all. And I think it got a lot of goodwill off me on that alone.
I do really like that they kept the scratchiness. I completely disagree on the intro, though. I thought the intro was an absolute pale imitation of them trying to do something as interesting and as unique as the original. Like, genuinely, I thought it was really like just them trying to get something that was relatively similar, and it failed. Like, to me, this is crazy. This is I now know how you felt about Santa Claus 2.
Yeah. Oh man, I like I say, I didn't love it, but I liked it a lot. I wouldn't go back and watch it, but if I had a kid and the kid was like, "I want to Dalmatians 2," I'd be like, "Yeah, we'll watch 101 Dalmatians 2, whatever you want." Whereas if they wanted to watch like Cinderella 2, I'd gaslight them into thinking it didn't exist. I think there's a few things where I felt worried it was going to be more Lady and the Tramp 2. Like, I thought Thunderbolt at first was a really irritating character, but I think he had a good character arc to him, which feels insane to say for this film, but I did enjoy that he realized fame wasn't everything and he actually became like an actual hero just by trying to help that scamp Patch. You hated him, I could tell.
There was like the "but I've changed" moment kind of thing, you know, when someone's like, "I trusted you," and then they're like, "Oh, but I did change, actually." He didn't fucking change, he just stayed exactly the same. He's a liar, and he's a scumbag.
That's not nice. I think he changed a bit.
And no, but then he changes after that. After he gets proven wrong, that's when he changes. He even admits that in the cage when they're... So this is later in the film. They've been captured by Cruella again. Which, by the way, this film just repeats the same thing again. It just does 101 Dalmatians, but worse again.
Yeah, they all do this, to be fair, which is irritating.
And this is... So I'm wondering, like, when do these try? When do these actually start putting the effort in? And this is the fascinating thing is going to be, because we're doing this and we're going through all of them, we're going to see different levels of effort with each of them, because we're not necessarily going through when we're not going through when the sequels were released.
Yeah.
We're going through when the originals were released. So we're seeing loads of different times of Disney sequels.
Yeah.
I'm really curious when that cut is going to be where they actually put some fucking effort in, because this felt so lazy and so recycled from the first one that it's kind of a little bit pathetic for me.
Oh man, I thought it was cute and I thought it was charming, and it was a silly plot, but I really liked that Cinderella. Cruella is trying to push her little like fur addiction in a different way. She finds like an artist who likes to draw spots. I did write down that Cruella would have loved Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh god, she would have loved it. I reckon she would have found a way. She's such like a good manipulator and such an evil person that she would have found a way to transfer Spot's like powers to her. Like, she would have gone back in time and been hit in the head with the bagel or something like that, to be able to get them. I agree with you. I think that the Cruella and Martin Short parts are the best.
Yeah. Martin Short
I really enjoyed them.
Is really fun as this big eccentric like artist who feels like Cruella finally gets her art, but like his art even, but in reality she just is feeding her little obsession. She doesn't actually care about the art so much. She quickly like realizes like this isn't gonna work. She doesn't want to make a coat anymore. She wants to, what is it? She wants to use the puppy's skin as a canvas or something. It was a very disturbing sentence that she said.
To be fair, crazy, and a pretty big step up from making a coat is just being able to use like puppy skin as her canvas to draw more spots on, I guess.
There's a bit when like she's starting to like go back into like evil, and she kidnaps a puppy and she brings it to the artist, and he's like, "Oh, it's adorable, I love this puppy." And like Cruella and Jasper and Horace are like absolutely appalled and shocked that like someone would like a puppy. It's like a very funny reaction where they're like, what's with this guy? Get a load of this guy. Liking dogs.
Yeah, like I say, I think the Cruella and Lars stuff and her lackeys as well, I think those are the best parts, and yeah, that part's really funny as well.
There's a fun bit with I think it's Jasper, the skinnier one, where they do like that kind of cliche thing the cartoons always do. It's like, I'll dress like as a woman and lure this guy so I can get his car. But like he just kind of like gives in, and he's just like, "No, give me your car." And it's like very terrifying. like ah! Yeah. This man in drag just There are some, like I say, there are some funny moments that I did enjoy that, where he's just fucking gives up and he's just like, "Give me the fucking car." The thing that really annoyed me, and the thing that made me, so there was something before, I can't remember what it was, where I was like, "Oh no, it's Scamp's Revenge." It was the part where Pongo is sleep talking, and the puppy goes and Patch goes over to him, and it's like, "Am I just one of many? Am I not unique at all?" And Pongo, fully asleep. The kid knows he's fully asleep. Sleep talks and says 101 or whatever he says, and then or like one of many or whatever. Pongo counts the puppies so much that like he counts them in his sleep just to make sure they're all there, so you can hear him going like before Patch comes over, you can hear him going like 99 or 100, and Patch gets there and he's like, "Am I one of a kind or one of 101?" And Pongo's like 101. Pretty ruthless.
That's it, yeah. And it's that shitty mishearing or like misunderstanding trope again, where it's just like, oh, if you woke your dad up and asked him, instead of just sitting there while he's obviously sleep counting, you would know, and this whole situation would not have happened. You fucking idiot.
It's a bit what's the word? Bit contrived, but I mean, I didn't mind it that much. Yeah. It was like at least there's a reason for him to want to leave, a reason for him to feel an outcast, as opposed to Scamp, who had everything handed to him on a silver platter. But it is a bit contrived.
Yes, yeah, true. It is Home Alone.
Yeah.
It's Home Alone, but then turns into a kind of buddy movie, and then it just turns into 101 Dalmatians again, and it's boring, man. I was bored. This film's, what is it? It's 74 minutes. This felt like I was watching it for 4 hours. Genuinely. Oh my god, it just didn't end. I was miserable. This was horrible.
Did you like Jason Alexander?
Yeah, he was all right. I like that he was like a fucking little master manipulator. I really enjoyed that. I genuinely didn't really see that coming. And then when he was like, "Now I will be the face of Thunderbolt," or whatever, I was like, "Oh, nice." And then they realistically don't do much with that until later.
It's a weird kind of like he kind of gets forgotten in the mix for a bit. Like he basically tricks Thunderbolt into going away, which is the inciting incident for Thunderbolt. But then he leaves the mix, and then he comes back and he's like, "It was me, Thunderbolt," and all this stuff, and
like Reverse Flash, "It was me, Barry."
I liked his performance, so he's good as this little Weasley dog.
Oh god. Yeah, like a proper little rat dog. I mean, he's perfect for it. He's great. We know him, we love him. But yeah, he was all right. They did the Twilight bark again.
Yeah, much briefer, but they did indeed.
They did the Twilight Bark again. Can you tell why I don't like this fucking film?
But the Twilight Bark was shorter this time. I did feel bad for Patch a little bit in this one as well, because it did feel a bit like I could understand why he's unhappy, and I can understand as well. Like it's kind of evident that like he is getting lost in the mix because they don't realize he's gone until they see a cutout of him in the newspaper with Thunderbolt at an event.
That's true.
I like that Cruella still has a cigarette in this. I thought that would have been banned at this point, but I'm glad it wasn't because it really completes her look.
It really does. I think she would look so weird without it. You know what I mean? It would be like there's something missing kind of thing. I do like there is a moment where she hears the Cruella de Vil song in her car. Yeah. Or the remnants of her car after she crashed it. And she does the Homer Simpson kick the radio. So the whole premise is Patch idolizes Thunderbolt, and they go on stupid little adventures trying to, like, Thunderbolt's an American dog. By the way, the voice actor for Thunderbolt, great. I think Barry Bostwick smashed it. He reminded me of Nathan Fillion quite a lot.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Or Gary Cole. But I thought he was excellent. I really liked him.
Yeah.
So they're going along and trying to do heroic things, and he's an American, and he thinks that the paparazzi's going to be following him the entire time, but he never realizes that the British press aren't like that in this universe. They don't care about a dog doing heroic deeds.
Yeah.
So him and Patch just go and do these random little things, and Patch is like, oh, I know what you could do. You could do this from fucking episode 84 where you snuck in and you did this and blah, 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 blah. And like he comes up with, he pulls an idea out of his ass, which is the only way and the only reason that Thunderbolt actually hangs out with him. Because he knows the show and he's essentially directing Thunderbolt to do these things. The idea is fine. I just wish, and I think it would have been a nice idea if when he says these things, we could get a glimpse of what that actually looked like on the show and then compare that to how Thunderbolt actually does it, kind of thing. So it could be a little flashback as Patch is describing it. Oh, where you did this. I don't know. I think it would have added something to it, but maybe it would have just been another step of doing this. But I just thought all of that part was so boring, man. I just did not like it at all.
I can see what you mean, to be fair. Like I said, I do like it more than you, and I liked it more than I expected, but while it was on, I was like, cool, this is a little bit of fun, it's charming enough. I really like the Corolla stuff, thanks mostly to Suzanne Blakesley's performance. But again, like if we weren't doing this podcast and I was watching it and had a power cut and the film went off halfway through, I wouldn't be like, I need to find out what happens, I'm going to put that back on. I would just be like, well, that's gone.
Yeah.
But
but
the Corolla stuff is the most compelling stuff, and the Thunderbolt stuff is fine to charming. I know the ending jumps the shark a little bit, where, well, it feels like it jumps the shark, but who fucking cares? It's like a Disney movie, but like the dogs are driving like a car or something. It was like, okay, this is a bit much.
Fucking god, yeah, it's so stupid.
They're driving a bus.
And like doing it competently as well.
Yeah,
and then there's one of them that's like, oh my god. Yeah, and then Patch just turns into a fucking superhero dog and manages to fucking fix everything and do everything really well, and it's just like, okay, yay. What's the equivalent of a Mary Sue for a dog? A Mary Lassie.
I can't think of a joke. Mary Lassie, that'll do.
It deserves a shit one. It's a shit film.
It's all right.
It sucks ass.
I do think the animation and Suzanne Blakesley does a lot of heavy lifting for me on this one. And plus the fact I didn't think anything in it was egregiously bad. It was just kind of like mid to good for me.
Yeah.
But is what it is.
I hated this.
Should we move on for your sanity then?
Oh God! Well, I mean, I feel like we've barely talked about it, but
we've talked.
I don't know. Have you got anything else that you want to say?
Not really. I think we've pretty much covered it. I think.
What happens at the end? Cruella gets caught again and goes to a nut house.
Yeah, Cruella's chasing them in the bus. The dogs get cornered in an alley, and then something happens, and then. The end.
Oh, Patch does the thing like as an actual nice part where instead of Patch telling Thunderbolt to do something, Patch actually does one of the things that we've actually seen before, and it was quite nice. He jumps over and manages to wrap up Cruella, and then she gets caught by the police after that.
Yeah. She goes to a mental institution because she's now fully lost her mind. I did kind of like the idea that she didn't go to prison after the last one because she has money, but Jasper and Horace did. They get arrested again. And 2 dogs, I think, if I remember rightly, 2 random dogs arrest Little Lightning. I don't know if they were police dogs or if they're just random dogs. This is a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
But it kind of, I remember it ends very suddenly after that. Like, it kind of hard cuts into credits and there's like, he did it. He's home.
Yeah. The paparazzi come along and they're like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, finally gets a picture.
Hero dog. Yeah, and then
everyone's
Pongo
happy.
and Perdita come along and then it's the end. Sucks. I think from what I've seen on, which we'll get to in a bit, I think I'm in the minority, to be honest. I don't think a lot of people don't like this film. You know, I don't think a lot of people don't like this film. I think I saw someone say that this was the best of the Disney sequels.
Well, I know that reviews at the time said that as well, but also that was 2003, so how many were there really?
Exactly, yeah.
Again, I can't imagine people loving it like a Cinderella 3 or a Fantasy 2000, but I can imagine it being offensivelessness. No, I can imagine it not being offensive enough to anyone's sensibilities where they hate it like you do, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess. So, that is bloody 101 Dalmatians Patch's revenge.
So, let's have a look at some trivia for this one. Actually, let's not, because I have none. I only have one bit, which is Jock from Lady and the Tramp appears again in this one, apparently.
Again.
He's auditioning
he does.
for the Thunderbolt show.
I can't remember why he appears again, but he's
auditioning.
I think, does he bark up a drain pipe?
No,
or was that in the first
I've told
one?
you 3 times he's auditioning!
I didn't hear you the first time, and then I heard you the second time, and it was too late!
Kill you.
God. Andy, how did this continue? Did anything else happen?
Yes.
Anyway, let's put it into the rank.
This did continue in other ways. So 101 Dalmatians had the sequel, but it also is not the earliest, but I think it's like one of the very earliest examples of a live action remake. I think Jungle Book has a beat just. I'll double check that because there was a Jungle Book in the 90s as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Jungle Book was 1994, so this isn't the earliest example of one, but 101 Dalmatians got a live-action film in 1997, 1996 even, sorry, which starred Glenn Close famously as Cruella.
Hell yeah.
That actually got a sequel before this, so that got a sequel in 2000, which is just called 102 Dalmatians, which is a title this doesn't share.
every time I go to say the name of this film, I always want to say 102 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Because I think that's such a good title, man.
It's a better sequel title, but at the same time, I guess it would be inaccurate for this one because there aren't any extra Dalmatians. But you could have chucked one in. Little Lightning could have been a Dalmatian.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then following that, we also had the Cruella movie, as we talked about earlier with Maleficent. Cruella also got the same deal in 2021 with Emma Stone playing Cruella de Vil this time. And the movie is fairly well received. I watched it. It's
pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't care for it much at the time, but I think it's worth a watch still for the costumes, because Cruella's like a fashion designer in this. The performance of Emma Stone as Cruella, and there's also a few other good actors in it, like Emma Thompson is the villain. Paul Walter Hauser, who you probably recognize from things like Naked Gun, and he's Mole Man in Fantastic Four, is Horace.
It's
directed by Craig Gillespie, who's done I, Tonya before, and he's doing the new Supergirl movie.
Oh yeah.
So
Legend.
Weirdly positive movie for people. Again, I didn't really care for it much at the time. And I think trying to redeem this character's strange. Like I think in Cruella there were a few times where she's like, "Oh, what if I just skin dogs? Just kidding," and stuff like that. And it's like, okay.
Come on, that's what you're gonna do in the future. It's obviously in your brain there.
And I think her origins like Dalmatians killed her parents or something like that, and it's like, we didn't need that.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it something where they like two Dalmatians push someone off a cliff, or is that in Cruella that happens?
Yeah, Cruella. Yeah, it's like the Reichsbach fall from Sherlock Holmes.
So weird. Fucking hell.
101 Dalmatians also had two series. So it had one that came out just after the live action movie, the first one, which is, it's mostly based on the animation, but I imagine it's like trying to get the people who saw the new one in as well. And then when Disney Plus came out, there was one called 101 Dalmatian Street, which is whatever. It's descendants of Pongo and Perdita taking care of 101 Dalmatians or whatever. I haven't watched it.
Hell yeah. Would you like just a bit of trivia for you that I have?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear all of the crimes of Cruella de Vil?
Yes, please.
So, I just went on the villains thing, because I must have had it up when I was looking up Cruella and stuff, but it has a list of her crimes. So you know how it's also got the goals. So you know Bambi's mum says failed next to it. So Cruella's is obtain the fur of 99 Dalmatian puppies to use for a fur coat, in brackets, failed. So her crimes are abuse, animal cruelty, assault and battery, attempted mass canicide, attempted mass mutilation,
oh my god,
attempted mass murder, bribery, blackmail, child abuse.
What?
Go.
When does that happen?
I have no idea. Oh, I wonder if that's in.
Are they referring to it being puppies, maybe?
Maybe. Or maybe it's in the new show or whatever.
She just randomly abuses children.
Yeah, I guess so. Conspiracy. Apparently that's a crime.
Like conspiracy to commit a crime, but I don't think you can just call conspiracy itself a crime.
Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Coercion, fraud, incrimination, kidnapping, negligence, psychological abuse, poaching, reckless endangerment, reckless driving, sabotage, smuggling, stalking, solicitation.
Jesus Christ.
Vandalism, terrorism, torture, and theft.
Terrorism?
Terrorism.
Okay.
I think a lot of these aren't real, but also
it seems
that's
like
really funny.
It seems like they're not real. She is in 101 Dalmatians. I did just take a look for you. The 101 Dalmatians.
You mean 101 Street? Yeah.
She's played by Michelle Gomez in 101 Dalmatian Street, who's the mistress from Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah, she's great. She's in Green Wing as well, and she's absolutely phenomenal in that. She's one of the funniest actresses ever. I think she's absolutely sublime. So yeah, I think that's a great addition to the 101 Dalmatians Cruella cast. Seems like they only get bangers to play Cruella.
Yeah, seems like it. And then there's like a host of video games that came out as well, which is like Activity Center games, and there was 101 Dalmatians Escape from DeVille Manor, 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue, both of which use the original animation style, but it's based on the live action more. There's Kingdom Hearts stuff. There's a Patches London Adventure video game.
Yeah, the only one that I saw was the Patches London Adventure, which is literally, I think it said there were 29 levels in it, and you just have to go around and collect bones and stuff. It's like a 3D kind of platformer thing.
Okay. One of them, 101 Two Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue, was developed by Toys for Bob, which is now the studio that is taking on the Spyro franchise. So that might be all right, but it's also like 2 decades before they did Spyro.
I was gonna say it's been a while since since then. Patches London Adventure, the PS1 game, was done by Eidos Interactive, which is
they used to
Tomb
be
Raider
Titans,
people. Yeah, they used to be absolutely huge. And Digital Eclipse Software Inc., which I've never heard of in my life. So
me neither. This isn't a way that the original continued, but I think it is worth noting that Disney have done 2 sequels to 101 Dalmatians now, and neither of them follow the plot of the book, which is the sequel to 101 Dalmatians, called The Starlight Barn.
Yes!
And in this book, the dogs wake up one day to find out that other than dogs, no other living being can be awoken, so the dogs have to start to run the world.
It's crazy. I love it.
They communicate through thought waves. One of the dogs is now Prime Minister. The dogs...
And isn't there a thing where Pongo has to sacrifice himself so humans can come back or something?
Oh, I don't know about that. I just had a look, and then it came up saying the end of the story is Pongo saying one day perhaps dogs will be ready to leave Earth with him, but for now they're content to be owned by loving humans.
That's it. There's something about that.
So I guess he goes to space in the end.
So, towards the end, after the twilight barking, which I'm assuming is the exact same thing. Wait. They talk via twilight barking and thought waves.
Oh, okay.
In Trafalgar Square, Tommy, the cats, the Dalmatians, and the General meet with thousands of other dogs to wait. At midnight, after a strange euphoric moment followed by a moment of terror, Sirius, the Lord of the Dog Star, appears on Nelson's column. He explains to all the dogs that he is lonely and is offering them a chance to avoid the pain of a possible nuclear war in the future.
Whoa.
However, they must come with him of their own accord. He assures them the world, when it wakes up, will not remember dogs ever existed, and that all dogs will be free and know true bliss among the stars.
Fucking hell.
So this dog comes down, Sirius, the Lord of the Dog Star, comes down to Earth and basically says, lads, you can come with me and you can come to wherever the fuck we're going to go, over in the Dog Star, and we're going to have the best time ever, but humans will
die in the nuclear holocaust.
Just stay on Earth and also not know that dogs ever existed. What the fuck?
That's mental.
Isn't it? I really want to read it. It sounds crazy.
Apparently there's also a part where a Persian cat suggests that Cruella's probably behind no one being able to wake, which is, I guess it makes sense for a dog to think that, who's just gone through that traumatic event, or the cat even. But at the same time, it's like, it's probably that woman who wants to make fur coats who's put the entire world to sleep. Like, I think it's a bit out of her element of abilities. But apparently she leads a group of dogs to Cruella's house to kill her before finding out that she's asleep as well. So they start an assassination attempt on Cruella.
Oh my god,
what
crazy.
A weird story.
Yeah, I really want to read that. All right, shall we bloody put this in the fucking ranking machine?
Yeah.
Have we done anything else to it since last time? Because it's a Bitcoin miner now as well.
Yeah, it's it's probably one of the main reasons of the climate collapse currently happening.
We just keep it on in the corner. I say in the corner, it's in like a warehouse. It takes up the entire warehouse. We have to go over to it and like just feed our thoughts to the machine. But I added a new thing where it now puts salt in fresh water, like just the fresh water that we have. So yeah, it's just actively being terrible to the world, and we won't stop.
We need to rank the films.
Yeah. What are our rankings, Andy?
So we have 4 rankings. We start at the very top with something called Disney Classics, which is what we would consider a film that is on par with its original to be, or of that sort of quality. Something you could imagine Disney would put out and proudly call a Disney film.
Yes.
We're talking about films
a Disney classic.
Talking about films like Fantasia 2000 and Cinderella 3 there. Following that, we have Diamond Edition, which is a film that isn't quite a classic, but it would get a bit of a special treatment when it came out. So currently in there is just Santa Claus 2.
What a picture.
Following that, we have the straight-to-video category. So with straight-to-video, we have Bambi 2. This is something where it's a bit more of an average film. It came straight out to video. It would probably appeal to kids who like the original, and then you don't really think about it again. And then we have Bargain Bin, which is the films that we don't really think deserve the time of day. They go straight on sale. They're not worth paying for full price, and they are probably not worth watching at all.
In the bin.
That's the home of films such as Return to Neverland, Lady and the Tramp 2, Scam's Revenge, and you fucking idiot, you've put Scam's Revenge and Cinderella 2.
I forgot. I genuinely forgot I did that. I just thought you forgot the name of it. What's it called? I can't remember.
Scam's Adventure. I said it so confidently as well.
I know. Oh god,
and
that's really funny.
And Cinderella 2.
Into the garbage.
So
where are you putting it?
Well, where are you putting it? Because I think you're going
Bargain Bin.
Yeah,
I think it should be lower than Bargain Bin. To be honest,
you think this is the worst we've done?
It's bad, man.
The worst we've done, though.
Now, maybe Scamp's Adventure is worse, but I would. Oh god, I hated this Bargain Bin. Of course.
God damn, that is. I'm a bit shocked.
Painful watch, man. It sucks.
It sucks. I don't see anything in this that could possibly be more offensive to you than Return to Neverland or Cinderella 2.
It sucks.
Fair enough.
I don't know what it is. There's something about it that just pisses me off. And it's just, I really didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Where are you popping it, my boy?
I'm going to put it in Diamond Edition, to be honest. I thought it was a step above the usual ones we watch. I don't think it was amazing. And like
what?
Like I say, it's not one I would come back to. However, I think it was a step above the slop of Return to Neverland, Lady and the Tramp, Scam's Adventure, and Cinderella 2. I also think it was a bit of a step up above Bambi 2, because it just felt like there was more effort put into the animation.
What's happening?
I think it's charming. I think it's... You know what? I think it would either be Diamond Edition or straight to video, actually.
I was going to say Diamond Edition, especially you saying that if a power cut happened, Andy, you are the man that will watch everything to the end, no matter what. Okay. If something new is coming out, you will go back to the originals. You will watch all the originals. There's no way that you are considering this Diamond Edition. You're pranking me, and I know it.
Okay, the power cut thing was probably a bit harsh to say. I just mean, like, I don't know, like, if I was watching it at a friend's house and then I went home, I would... if a power cut happened, I probably would put it back on.
That's not Diamond Edition, baby. That's not Diamond Edition.
It just feels better than the other ones, though. Like, it feels a bit more charming and a bit more cared for and a bit more clean. I think I would put it low Diamond Edition, high straight to video.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But I don't know where it's going to end up because we're differing on this. Would you concede to a straight to video?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. And just for you, look at where I'll put it. I'll put it the other side of Bambi 2. This is just for you.
I mean, we don't really rank it that way yet, but...
well, you were talking about like a high diamond or a low Diamond Edition and stuff, and that's how I kind of see it. So
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
We should probably do like a full-on ranking of everything, like top to bottom at some point, but...
yeah.
But yeah, that's... in fact, you know what? I have actually been doing that on my phone as we've gone, just personally. Ooh. We should do like a proper official one for the podcast, but I'm just going to see where I put this. Right, don't take this the wrong way, but 101 Dalmatians 2 is the third best one we've watched so far.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding? No.
Yeah. In my opinion, this is... I think it goes Cinderella 3, Fantasia 2000, 101 Dalmatians 2, Bambi 2, Return to Neverland, Santa Claus 2, Cinderella 2, Lady and the Tramp 2. That's my little ranking that I've got so far.
Oh, that's depressing. So for me, it would be Cinderella 3, Fantasia 2000, Santa Claus 2. No. Oh my god, it would be Cinderella 3, Santa Claus 2, Fantasia 2000, Bambi 2. Towards the end, it's getting hard. Return to Neverland, Scamp's Adventure, Cinderella 2, 101 Dalmatians.
I'm shocked it's at the bottom of your list. I just don't find this
hate
offensive.
It. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about it that pissed me off, and I really did not enjoy it. Maybe another day I would have liked it, but there was something about it that just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like it.
Well, that was another controversial ranking.
Yeah, we like when this happens, though. That's great. Would you like some letterbox reviews?
Yeah, let's. It's always good. When it's like Santa Claus 2, it's good to get like an idea of like what other normal people think after we've butted heads over it.
That's very true. So this is sitting at a 2.8 average rating.
That's respectable.
So weighted average. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's middling kind of thing. Yeah. 1,652 5-star ratings, so that's 6%. 408 half-star ratings, so that's 1%. And it has 20 fans, so 20 people have put this in their favourites of all time.
Which is insane.
Who are you? You are insane. So let's take a look at some reviews. We've got Shafralas again, 3.5 stars. He said, like if Bolt was good. The film Bolt. And I've seen a fair bit of people saying that this is very similar to Bolt.
Yeah,
I've never seen Bolt, so I have no idea.
I've seen it. It is a bit like that.
Oh,
just minus like Thunderbolt's entire story, and this is basically Bolt.
Right. Okay. Jade Talks Too Much also gave it 3.5 stars. And she said, feels kind of like an early, crappier version of Bolt, but it's still fun because I could watch Cruella and Martin Short riff all day. Their scenes were hilarious. Everything else was okay, pretty cute, but nothing too special.
So between those two reviews, we've got one saying it's better than Bolt and one saying it's worse than Bolt.
Yes, absolutely. We have 2.5 stars from Eliza, who says, this walked so Bolt could soar. So we got another Bolt comparison. I did see a 1.5. There we go. 1.5 stars by J. Will. Forgot to log the final piece of my Cruella prep.
I'm
so
after
this
my own
person
heart.
must have been doing a
full unnecessary franchise watch.
Oh God. 2.5 stars from Sam Morrison. Why do they keep calling these things 101 Dalmatians and then fail to feature them in the majority, only showing up at the beginning and the end, just like Pongo and Purdy and the others from the first film? I had a smile on my face as things started out with all the familiar... Wait, this is way longer than I thought, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's too busy with new characters that don't make the events exciting, and I, for one, would have voted to stick with just the family and the original dogs. You know, all 101 of them. Agreed.
All right.
4 stars from Retage. I really do miss old Disney. There we go. And we'll leave it there because I don't want to...
I will say, I don't necessarily think I would have reviewed this saying I miss old Disney or anything, but something that I like about these Disney sequels on Disney Plus is that the actual Disney classics have all had like the new intro added to them, the new castle logo, but these have got the classic one which we grew up on, and it just gives me that little hugs my little heart.
I do love it. I do love it. It's really, really nice. Yeah, agreed. Anyway, that's that, isn't it? Is that
That's that.
Oh my goodness! It's time to wrap it up and get the hell out of here. I think
Time to go on our own London adventure.
But first, we got to say some thank yous, don't we?
We do, yes, indeed. Thank you to Joe Tyrone, who does our wonderful little theme tune.
Yeah, we love it so much. A big thank you to our producer, Jordan G. And also, he also helped with the artwork and helped with the concept of the podcast as well.
Yes, indeed.
Who else do we have to thank? Andy, thank you for editing, as always. You're smashing it,
Thank you very much. And thank you for your social media presence and our animations.
I haven't done one for a while, so don't thank me for that until I do a new one.
Well, no thank you.
You need to hold me accountable, because otherwise I won't do it.
No thank you for you.
And if you guys want to get in contact with us, you can. We are on email at aftereverafterpod@gmail.com. You can find Andy and I on our socials. You can find me at Jimmy Smurds on Instagram. And my name is Narumph on Letterboxd if you want to follow me on there. That's NAHRUMPH. Andy, where can they find you?
You can find me at Oatman's Movies on Instagram. I won't lie, I don't really post that much. I keep saying I will, and let's be real, I won't. But you can certainly follow me, and you can slide in my DMs, or we can talk on Letterboxd, where I'm at OTBoat. And the podcast is also at After Podcast
Pod
on Instagram. Just pod.
I think it's pod. Let me double check, because I can't remember either. After Pod.
We are rusty.
It's been a while, to be fair, but No, this was really fun. If you do want to get in contact, if you want to talk to us about Disney stuff, please just message us on Instagram. We'd be more than happy to chat anything Disney with you. If you've got any thoughts about Patch's Revenge, please send them our way, because we'd love to hear them. But we would indeed. Is that it?
That is it, yeah. Thank you very much for listening, as always. Thank you for being patient with us during our little break. We're hoping that will be the last of the delays.
We should be back on it. We're going to try and be a little bit more on it. I know that I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
What are you going to say?
I was just going to be like, I know that I'm a bit shit with my time or something like that.
I thought you were going to be like, I know I'm always ready to record, but it's just whenever Andy can.
It's this fucking guy. This fucking guy, he just can't get his shit together.
Are you going to drop me in the shit?
No, I'm the main cause of it, because I'm always busy. And then, yeah, but we're working on things. Don't you worry. Look at us. We're about to. We're just very smart with things.
We're always smart.
Hell yeah. But yeah, Andy. I'll see you after ever after.
I'll see you after ever after. Take care of yourself.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Lots of love. Bye.